That I'm at the peak of my career is just to the glory of God. I want to appreciate God for the wonders that the Lord has done in my life.
Teaching is considered as a noble profession. Enabling this profession are men and women who are building the society by training and equipping the young ones with skills needed to advance the cause of the society. Among these nobles is Mrs. Olufunmilayo Apinke Okeowo. Funmilayo was born on 11th November 1961 in Lagos to Deacon Raymond Adebisi Yeku, an accountant, and Pastor Mrs. Abigail Olabisi Yeku, a retired vice principal and seasoned educationist, both of blessed memory, from Abeokuta in Ogun State.
She's a friend, she's a colleague. I can call her my closest friend, and we have a lot of things in common. She was born in a car. A maternity home, I can call a maternity home, a taxi, while mine was a train.
She started her primary education at Our Lady of Apostles Private School, Yaba, Lagos, in 1967 and completed same in 1973. She proceeded to Our Lady of Apostles Secondary School, Yaba, Lagos, for her secondary education, which she did between 1973 and 1977. She thereafter attended Queen's College, Yaba, for her advanced level studies and successfully completed it in 1979.
The young Fumi, that time, what I still see in her now, so many things I still discover that she's still having, and that's why I appreciate God on her behalf. Young Fumi was a very neat girl, very neat to the core. That time we put on pinafore. Our uniform was pinafore before they changed to the gown. You will see her pinafore pleated, well ironed, neat. Up to now, she's very neat to the core. Now, the young Fumi, very hardworking, intelligent. Then, students call her bookworm because of her intelligence. The mother was a teacher. She taught me literature in English and French language. And despite that, she was not feeling proud that the mother is a teacher in the school. Very humble. Now, she's still very humble, not proud. Prudent in spending. Then, students, what you understand were peer groups influence. She did not take to that. Students will go out, they'll buy so many things. She will not do that. She will be prudent in spending. The little the mother will give to her, she will manage it, buy little things during break time. But some students then, they will purchase so many things. But today, you can see her prudent in spending. Very honest. Then, she was very honest. Even when things will happen in class, she will own up. Oh, not minding that she's a daughter of a teacher in the school. Very honest to the core.
Her love for teaching prompted her to proceed to the then University of Ife, Ile-Ife, where she badged the Bachelor of Arts Second Class Honours, Upper Division in Education History in 1982, having missed First Class Honours by only 2 points. She undertook the mandatory National Youth Service Corps, NYSC, at New State High School, Mushin, Lagos, between 1982 and 1983. She later obtained a master's degree in educational administration from University of Lagos, Akoka, Yaba in 1984.
Fumi has always been a very hardworking, friendly young woman. In school, we worked hard together. She worked very hard. So Fumi is very intelligent. She's very committed. You know, she's very committed. She's very intelligent. She's known for that. She doesn't play with her work. And when she wants to do anything, she focuses on it.
She's a person that loves to appear good. You know, she loves fashion. Her appearance, she doesn't compromise. Anytime, any day. I can remember when we were young. There was a day we had a family outing. The entire family was already in the car, and she was like delaying all of us. She refused to come downstairs. We were already inside the car, and by the time she was coming, she was looking so elegant. And my father's comment, rather than being angry at her, he said, that's my girl. Olufunmilayo is like me.
Growing up, she was known to be someone that loves to keep to keep the peace, to try to come in between two persons or more that are trying to. I mean, without leadership qualities and traits in her, which she exhibited since she was young, and which I believe is inborn. Really, she's somebody you can reckon with. You can she's somebody who will make you laugh anytime you see her, really, because she doesn't like anybody frowning, really.
She was very studious. I know that Olufunmilayo could cram a whole textbook, and then come examination, she would just put it down like that. That's her. Anything she did it well. And in her profession too, and that saw her through. She's a fulfilled mother. By the way, I was a chief bridesmaid. Fulfilled mother, grandmother, good wife.
Her eventful career in teaching began on 14th November 1983 at the then Post-Primary Teaching Service Commission. Olufunmilayo taught for 14 years in various schools, beginning at Akoka High School, Akoka, Yaba, from 14th November 1983 to 25th February 1987.
Very efficient lady, very efficient. As in, when in school we used to call her Efiko. Very articulate and always determined. Once she sets her mind on doing anything, she's always determined to see to conclusive and very caring friend. Always very eager to help. Fumi treats everybody like a family. Like a family. She doesn't discriminate. This one is too young or too below my standard. She's not that kind of person. She's very free with people. Be it subordinate, be it contemporary, or even senior. She's very free, very easygoing, and does not look down on people.
There's a saying that says, women are born, great women are made, and few of them, just like her, leave their indelible footsteps in the sands of time. That's what I'll say my TDPS, my boss, is. She's a very, very hard-working woman, a go-getter, and an achiever. An achiever in the sense that she doesn't relax until she gets the job done. When I was the secretary, if you have to make when we need to maybe put in some entries, she will not let us rest until we get those things done. In fact, if the deadline is like maybe in about 4 days' time, She would have done it, put them in the file, waiting for the time of submission. That is her for you. She does not like, she abhors indolence, laziness. She doesn't like it. She's very hardworking, strong-willed, and determined.
After marriage, she transferred her service to Iriakari Grammar School, Isolo, and taught there from 26 February 1987 to 29th October 1995. She was moved to Ansarudin Grammar School, Isolo, where she served from 30th October 1995 to 3rd November 1996. On 4th November 1996, she got transferred again to Bagada Grammar School, where she was uplifted to the position of Vice Principal in 1997, a post she held in that same school until the 20th June 2002. She later got transferred to Jibo High School, Yaba, where she worked from 21st June 2002 to 5th January 2003.
She's a very unique woman because she's a woman of so many parts. And the first time I met her, I was quick to notice a lot of things that I admire so much in her. When she was posted to the school I was teaching then to be the vice principal, Miss Okeowo, very punctual, very caring, very generous, you know. She's a very wise woman. She's a very good wife. She's a family woman.
Miss Okeowo is very hardworking, very true to details. She's very officious and very creative. I learned that working with her as she was my principal. She trained me. She trained me with school records, and she loves hard work. She loves strength. She loves creativity. And I would say that she raised me in that aspect, and even when she left my school, I continued in that line. So Mrs. Okeowo is one go-getter. She will make anybody that is willing to work achieve. So she's very creative, she's innovative. I call her the woman with the Midas touch, that anything she touches turns to gold.
She's so proud of the assignment given to her. It was a time when young people of our age didn't see teaching as someone to be proud of. But she came in, and the her demeanor towards her job showed to us that she was proud to be a teacher. And that encouraged many of us who later in life also found ourselves in related work. She was like a breath of fresh air in those years, because most of our teachers, they were quite elderly and not looking so much attractive as people want to have them. But when she came around, she totally represented something that we could all look at and be proud of. She is so lovable. Many of us will call her Mademoiselle Yeku, and she will smile at us and respond very well to our calls and all that. And it was so memorable that even in spite of the few months that she spent in our school, we continue to remember her.
She was a very hardworking woman, and even in the midst of all those male teachers, she was always on time in our classroom and making sure that we take those French classes.
Is a success story. She's an achiever. She is an exemplary teacher with a pedigree of high educational standard. If you get close enough to know her, you will find out that she has a heart of gold.
Having spent 6 years as vice principal, Mrs. Okeowo was elevated to the post of a principal and posted to Wesley Girls Junior Secondary School, Yaba. She was there from 6th January 2003 to 4th April 2011, When she moved to Surulere Girls Senior Secondary School, Surulere, from 5th April 2011 to 9th May 2016. Between 10th May 2016 and 9th July 2018, she served at New Era Girls Senior Secondary School, Surulere.
I've known her for a while. I think that was when I was posted to Surulere as vice principal. And I've always admired her because she's very smart. Her leadership roles is very unique because I realized that she has good team spirit. She's very good in delegating roles, and that really gave me soft landing when I became the principal of the school.
She's a very nice person, very down to earth, very hardworking. She's always true to her words. When she was a principal, she is an achiever. The school was always coming tops, and that was what earned her the best principal in the junior school in 2010.
Privileged to have worked with her because I learned a lot. I learned a great deal of management. She put me through a lot of training. I see her as a mother, as an instructor, a teacher. Aside from teaching in the classroom, she continues to teach. No matter what level, she continues to teach. And she inspires me a lot. Even till tomorrow, she keeps on inspiring me because she's very cool, calculated, calm, and she's a woman.
I see Ms. Okeowo as an estate administrator. She's very up and doing. I remember very well that oftentimes before she left for the TG office, she was somebody who moves around the school, which we tagged word round. She ensured that teachers were in class to teach the students.
She's a role model, she's a mentor, and Ms. Okeowo, she's the type that when she sees you, she believes you can do it, you have the potential, you have the ability. She believes in us as a teacher, and she's somebody to walk in because she has the fear of God. She's a mother.
She was a great mother to us as a principal because she had a lot of things that she contributed into our lives as students and to me as a student. She's this kind of person that is very free with her students, and she's actually very strict in the sense that she doesn't condone indiscipline. She tries her best to pray for us every morning at the assembly ground. She's always concentrating on the fact that anything bad we do it's a spirit and we can always pray against it. According to her, she says that if we don't obey the school laws, it's a spirit. So she has been a very, very great person to us, and her presence is missed in school, like now that she's not around.
She's a wonderful person. She's an elegant person. When I mean elegance in form of what's dressing, she does not joke about dressing. She's pleasant, she's disciplined. In summary, she's a wonderful person.
She's a very, very presentable person. And she's beautiful inside out. When I say beautiful inside out, she's beautiful, you can say, but also she has very good heart. She doesn't hold grudges, and she's very, very compassionate. She's very concerned about everybody around her. And anytime she talks first to us, she talks about health issues. She tells you need to eat right so that you can walk well, you can feel well, you can be healthy. When you are healthy, then you will be able to do other things. So she talks a lot about that. And she's also very caring. She loves her staff. The members of staff can always rely on her. She's a confidant, and she's hardworking. She always wants it now. I want it done now. I want it must be ready now. Now. This is it. That's the kind of person she is.
In recognition of her distinguished career as a diligent teacher, a distinguished educational administrator and principal, Olufunmilayo Apinke Okeowo was appointed the 5th Tutor General, Permanent Secretary for Education District 4 on 9th July 2018.
She's my bestow. She's my Oluku. Oluku meaning that whenever we're at family functions, we're always together, gisting, talking, and we have a very good relationship, both of us. I've known her for the past over 30 years, since we both became Mrs. Okeowo. We're married to 2 brothers. She's a very simple, easygoing, hardworking person. She has a passion for teaching, and she takes her job very, very seriously.
During the period of building her illustrious career, Apinke's immense and impressive contributions to the development of education in Lagos State was recognized and rewarded with various honors and awards. Top among these are Best Principal, Junior School category in 2011, Letter of Commendation for Excellence in 2016, and Annual Merit Award for Best Senior School in 2017 WASC, organized by Education District 4 in 2018.
She is a born teacher, a disciplinarian by excellence, and a highly responsible woman of God. And as a teacher also, we have some traits together. I'm also an educationist. I retired as a principal. So we have the same traits. Whatever we hate, whatever we hate, whatever we don't like, she doesn't like it also. Whatever we don't, we love, we always say it together. And then we sit together in the church.
She's somebody I had admired from afar. I have a special admiration for her. And by God's divine arrangement, she was posted from mainland to Zulu, and automatically we became friends, not only friends, colleagues, but sister, because of the way she took me. At meetings, we're always together. She was always letting me have information of what is happening in the Street 4, at meetings and all that.
As Tutor General, Permanent Secretary, it has been a harvest of laurels. Students in the district won numerous awards in academic-related and sporting activities. Eletu Odibo Junior High School participated and came first position in Lagos State Secondary School Traditional Games, held from 16th to 19th July 2018, while New Era Senior Secondary School took 3rd position at the World Roberts Olympiad Regional Final, held on 15th September 2018. Also, schools in the district cleared all awards in the junior and senior categories of the Spelling Bee competition, organized by Miss Grand Nigeria Pet Project with the support of African International Development Foundation.
He's a kind person, very, 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 very secretive. She will know what she wants to do, and she will say, oh, God will do it. Oh, God will show me the way. Oh, this, oh, that. Because she really doesn't like to tell people whatever she's up to. She's nice. She likes money. Yeah, she likes money. She's very frugal too. Very frugal. She likes business.
I call her my kinky baby. She's always looking out for me in good times and in difficult times. She's a very beautiful, elegant lady, very trustworthy, diligent in her work.
Mrs. Okeowo is a very fantastic person. She is very, very eloquent. She is very, very finicky. She's a go-getter, and she doesn't take rubbish.
Again, the Nigeria Union of Teachers, NUT, Surulere branch, on 12th September 2018, gave her an award in recognition of her unquantifiable support to the union and the general well-being of teachers. One of her pace-setting efforts were the organization of a 2-day capacity-building workshop tagged Transform Classroom Practice Fit for Purpose in the 21st Century for 93 principals, 93 vice principal academics, over 200 teachers, quality assurance officers and school support officers. This ensured quality teaching and more retentive lesson delivery to boost and achieve improved learning outcomes for 2018-2019 academic session.
I've known her to be a tireless woman when it comes to work. She's somebody that is highly energized and then doesn't get fed up. She faces challenges whenever she has the opportunity and makes sure that those problems or challenges are solved. She's hardworking, diligent, and always have results. Even evidences are shown in schools that she had been principals in these districts. And over the years that we have worked together, having relationship together, I've known her to be a result-oriented person.
Okeowo is I would say an amiable woman, very open. She runs an open door since the time I knew her, even as far back as then, and very, very hardworking, always on top of her job.
A very nice woman. She always say my husband is an accountant. I just love everything about her. She's not someone that you go to, you have to prepare yourself. As in, I'm the accountant, so when I'm going, you really have to prepare yourself. She's not someone that you just give a figure and she will accept it like that. She's very intelligent. I just love her.
In the pursuit of our professional development, Mrs. Olufunmilayo Apinke Okeowo has attended various enriching trainings, both locally and internationally. Such include capacity building in management skills development, imperatives for 21st century school managers, get it right and do it right, educating Africans' children, opening the gateway to global citizenship, organized by African Confederation of Principals in Cape Town, South Africa, and leading educational design, organized by International Confederation of Principals in Helsinki, Finland.
She was just a platonic friend, but one thing I noticed is that majority of the students, of the teachers' children were always reserved. She was one of them.
It's humility personified. In actual fact, she's an amazing administrator because of her hard work, resilience, commitment, and teamwork. She's a well-rounded administrator. I only have the opportunity of working with her for a few months.
She has never changed from whom I've known her to be. A stickler to principle, to time, to discipline, to virtue that one can really be envious of becoming. So it's such a woman that has that knows what she wants, and goes for it. She doesn't condone mediocrity or laziness or whatever. She's a woman of virtue.
Also, her commitment as a principal has earned her other responsibilities, such as the Vice Chairman, All Nigeria Confederation of Principals of Secondary Schools, ANCOPS, Surulere Zone, from 2014-2016, and Chairman from 2016 to 2018. She served as member, panel for recruitment of teachers, and member promotion interview panel. To the glory of God Almighty, Mrs. Olufunmilayo Apinke Okeowo, a devoted and committed Christian, is also a God-fearing and prayerful woman. She is a deaconess and minister of God at the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Christ Church Parish, Bagada. In her leisure, she enjoys singing and listening to music.
Ms. Okeowo, I met her about 8 years ago when we were transferred to Christ Church, Bagada, that is the Redeemed Christian Church of God. And when we met, I would say we connected about 8 years ago. when we met, we found that what I found about her is that she's highly committed, she's serious-minded. Any assignment given to her, she takes seriously and she does it. She's loyal, she's hardworking, and I also found that she's also very deeply prayerful. Ms. Okeowo, I found over the last 8 years, has and respects her husband, honors and respects her husband dearly. And her children, I've also found that Doyin, Dayo and Dapo, I see the good relationship that she has with them. She's brought them up very well, they're very respectful. Ms. Okeowo is also fashionable.
Ms. Okeowo is a dedicated, committed and efficient woman. I guess that background is gotten from her background as a teacher. And she's very disciplined, she's a go-getter, and she's a no-nonsense person. If you do anything that is wrong, she's not careful to tell you how it is. It doesn't spoil our tiny relationship, but she just tells you how it is and how it should be done. She's straightforward and she doesn't pretend about things. An example, if a lady is not properly dressed, even when others say just let it be, she will find a way of communicating to her that that thing you're wearing is either the dress is too short or your sleep is showing. She will find a way, and then she say, you know me, I'll just say it as it is. No offense meant, but this is me.
She's always looking good. She dresses very well, and I see her as someone very efficient and effective. And if she wants something done, she'll always, tell you to do it fast, and she won't allow you to rest.
Mrs. Olufunmilayo Okeowo, I can simply describe her as quintessential. That is the word. She's close to perfection in everything. She's a teacher, an administrator par excellence. Mrs. Olufunmilayo Okeowo is very compassionate. Each time you meet her with a smile. She has a welcoming smile. She has a way of making you feel comfortable. Ms. Okeowo is a woman that stands out. She shines like a star in everything, even in her dressing, in her work. If you go to her office now, everything is orderly. Even in her home, she's a beautiful woman.
She's a very elegant lady and very intelligent, very hardworking, and will not take a no for an answer, especially when we can get a result. She has been the same straightforward person, intelligent, hardworking, and beautiful.
Very, very spiritual person. She goes to church, like when I stayed with her the last time I came because Kate was not around, so I had to stay with her. We're always going to church every evening. She'll be like, oh, we have to go to church, we have to go to church. So we'll go and fellowship, and we're doing that every evening of my stay with her. So, and she'll go with her whole family. She'll go with her husband and her son that is home with her. So she's a very spiritual person.
Amadi, as I fondly call her, is a very sweet, beautiful, fashionable, intelligent, spiritual woman. She's always very warm. She's always very caring. Anytime we have family events, she always ensures everyone is okay, everyone is fine. She's very spiritual. She's impeccable. She's very meticulous and very detailed, and she's someone that I love to be in her company at all time. Anytime we get to meet, or we are in church because we attend the same church, or we have family events, she's someone I love to sit with. There's never a dull moment around her. She's always full of energy and full of life.
Happily married to the love of her life, Mr. Olufunmilayo Okeowo, a chartered accountant. Olufunmilayo Apinke is a devoted wife, happy and loving mother and grandmother, blessed with children and grandchildren. She's also very friendly, but with a disciplined mind.
Fumeme, or what are the other names I call her again? Fumeme, Mamadi, Iya, Fumi. She's my best. So people say we look alike, even though sometimes I don't really see the resemblance, but people say we look alike, so I can say she's my twinnie. Growing up, my mom was my mom was there for my brothers and I. She would take us to school, come and pick us from school every single day. And I can remember when we used to go to school, whenever we have tests or exams, my mom would revise with us, even up until we get to the school gate before she releases us to go in. She believes in excellence. She doesn't think that there's anything that we can't do.
She's very strict, very strict. Like, and also she's a disciplinarian, and she's so caring. Like, while I was growing up, she's always been there for me. Pet's name that I will give my mom is IJB, meaning Ijobon. Very troublesome. She know the tire. She just be jumping from all around. Now wow.
She's loving, caring, strict, a disciplinarian. Although I must say she's cooled down a bit. Now she's, older.
I would say Mrs. Okeowo is a very loving, caring, amiable person that's totally dedicated to God's work and family.
She's caring to a fault. She's driven, she's passionate, and she's strict.
She's a very warm personality, very humble, a woman of God, somebody who I can say it's a woman of virtue. She's a dutiful wife and a great mom to our kids. I can add that she's equally a very responsible woman. She takes her job very seriously.
As she bows out gracefully from the service of Lagos State Government after 35 years of meritorious service, this is wishing Mrs. Olufunmilayo Apinke Okeowo, a workaholic and disciplinarian to the core, with excellence and integrity as a watchword, long, blissful, and a rich in life in retirement.
Layo, as I normally call you, I thank God once again for your life. Looking back, it's been a long time. It looks like as if it's like yesterday, but thank God for the past 30 odd years living with you. I must confess, I know I've not been the best husband, but I want to thank you for always tolerating me, for always being there for me as I when necessary, and for always being there. You've actually tried a lot to complement whatever it is that I have at any point in time. You've never complained about anything. For all this, I want to thank you. And my prayer, like I've said earlier on, is that God will continue to spare our lives. He will continue to be with us. He will continue to guide and direct us. And that love that has kept us together will continue to be there in the mighty name of Jesus. Thank you once again.